Alright, so let us go back to Blogger. I've told you it's very important that we install a responsive theme. That means the design of the site should automatically get adjusted with the user's screen size. So user may be using Android, mobile, tablet, he may be using iOS or various screen sizes. The design of the site should get automatically adjusted. This is now kind of mandatory in SEO. So search engines will only prefer the web pages which are mobile friendly, which are responsive. So I've given you a site btemplates.com. So that is a site where almost every theme is responsive. They update the theme according to the latest changes in SEO. So our site is still with the new theme, but the content is not applicable to what we want to project. So starting with the menu. Here I have business. Instead I want here as mobiles. Below which I want here as Samsung, Apple, Xiaomi, Vivo. I want another item 4, not 3. Then I also want a sub menu. This is main menu. This is sub menu. I want a sub menu. If the mouse is pointed towards Samsung, I want all the models to be shown S10, S11, S12, S13. This is the setup I want for my theme. So how do I customize it? For this, you'll have to go back to the code. Wherever you have placed the theme HTML file, everything is going to be available there. So get back to the theme code. Somewhere the code must be written for this business, internet, market, stock. Search it. Press Ctrl F to find internet. See here. This is the way we need to tally. So I can see here exactly the setup how it is in website. Under business we have internet, market, stock, and that's what is reflected here. So just change this. So I want here as mobiles. Below which I want first one as Samsung, Apple, Vivo, let's say Realme. Okay. Not only that, if the link is clicked, that means if someone is clicking the menu link, that particular topic has to open up or that page has to open up. So I do not have any post on mobiles. Let me quickly, okay, let us imagine this one has a post on mobile. So I'm copying it. Now here you need to understand one point, that Ahref is used to provide links. When in single quote you have it here as hash, it is clickable but no action would be taken. So if I mention any web page address here, any reference address, that particular page will open up. So here I have provided mobiles as a link pointing to this address. So anybody clicking on mobile, this page will open up. This is internal link. Likewise, you can also provide external link. I want to provide a link directly to Samsung.com. Clear? Likewise, Apple.com. Click on save. Refresh the site to see whether the change is reflected or not. Yes. So exactly how we customize, that is how we are able to see here. So beneath mobiles we have Samsung, Apple, Vivo, Realme. So obviously if I click on Samsung, that page will open up the link which I provided. This is internal link, providing link within the website but to other page. Then if I click on Apple, Apple official site will open up, because that's the address that I have mentioned there. Likewise, if I click on Samsung, the official site Samsung will open up. Clear? But this is not a proper way to provide external link. Internal link is okay, but for external link, it has to open in a new window. So whenever a link is clicked, in order for the link to open in a new window, you have to modify the code a bit. You have to add something extra. So what is that? Target equals to underscore blank. But how do we know it? I have no knowledge about HTML. Just type this question in Google, you'll get the answer there. That sample code, you'll get an idea what is to be modified. See here. HTML code for link in new tab. So we have only provided the URL, but apart from that, we should also provide this thing. So let us quickly add this and see what difference do we get. So exactly how it is shown there, like that I am placing the code besides the link. I click on save. Now I refresh. This time I click on Samsung. My page should not get interrupted. It should open in a new tab. Let's see. Yes, it is. It's opening in a new window. My window is as it is. And so is this link. This is a professional way of providing the links. Always provide externally. Never lose a visitor. If you are allowing the page to get loaded in the same tab, you are actually losing a visitor, which is bad. We should always retain the visitor. Fine. This is the way every menu item has to work. So I have shown you a sample for one menu item. Like that, similarly you can do for each of these menu items. But then I told you I also want a sub menu. When mouse is placed on the sub menu, its sub menu item has to be shown. So below Samsung I want as S9, S10, S11, S12, whatever. Like such category is already here. The format that I want for mobiles is already here. So what you can do, you can copy paste this code out here. Then you can make parent category as mobile, this one as Samsung, S2, S3, S4, exactly how we did it for business. So how do we copy paste the code? Code is here itself. Control F. Parent category. Parent category. See here? Very clearly you can differentiate the code that you need to copy paste. There are spaces above and below the code for each menu item. So I am copying it, Control C, or like this also you can copy, and then I want it after home, let's say. Place the code here. Now we know that this one has to be made mobile, Samsung, S2, S3, S4. Let us quickly do it. Now when I refresh it, okay, there's verify. You know how to provide the links. Say whatever the theme may be, the way to customize the theme in Blogger is same. You will have to go into the code, find out the respective code, replace it with your customized code, save it. This is the way the theme works in Blogger. Quickly note down this point, then we'll see the other sections. Note. First important note here is always take the backup of always take the backup of the code before doing any changes, because one bracket here and there, one quote here and there, if you do a double quote, single quote, then the entire site will get affected. The page will not get loaded due to syntax error. So there this backup file is going to help you out. So store it in Notepad or wherever that you want. So this design, anytime that you would want it, just it will be a matter of copy paste. Remember, we are only changing the design. The content of the website is available in post, that is separate. So these design changes are not going to affect the content that you have already published. We are only working with the appearance, look and feel of the website. So in the same way, all the menu items can be worked out. Then coming to the next section, which is slider. Now, sliders make a site look beautiful, no iota of doubt in it. However, the images which are coming on the slider and the content which is coming along is not applicable to my site again. So I wish to have my own custom images as well as the title and description. So again the same thing. You will have to go into the code and find out where the code is written for each slide. So I press Ctrl F to find slide 1. Now this is where the slide 1 code starts, which is clearly written. But what is the image which is coming in that slide? That I need to verify. But one thing that I know is that JPG stands for images. So maybe we are not sure, this is the image which is coming in the slide 1. How can you be sure? You will have to copy paste this URL in the browser to verify. Yes. So now that we are very sure that this is the same image which is coming in the slider. So I want to replace this image. So what I'll do, firstly I need to delete the code, existing code, and replace it with my own JPG code. So I want to have some beautiful image on mobiles. Let me get that quickly from Google Images. Images do have copyrights. Later we will discuss how to detect an image has got copyrights or not. Some images are freehold. You can use it even without paying any royalty, without any permission. While some, there is a royalty. So any images which have got copyrights, and if you use them, it will affect your ranking in SEO. So don't blindly just copy any image that you like. Use filters. There is a topic on images in SEO. That time I'll be showing you how to get non-copyrighted images. For now, because there is only a dummy site, I'm taking an image which I like, which is suitable for my website content. So let's say mobile, smart mobiles. You have an image search engine for Google. Try to take an image which is got more width and less height, because that is how our slider is. The aspect ratio is clear. This is not with the aspect ratio that we would want. Let's see more. So you can even use this option here. Size. Tools, size. I want large size. Now you'll get only large size images. Larger the image size, more clear it looks, better is the appearance for the website. This looks better. So this is a broad image. You can see the border line here. So what I do, right click, copy image. That is in case you want to store in desktop. I'll get back to that. For now, directly I can see the JPG URL here. So rather than downloading it, I can even take the URL from here. But I'll tell you what is the difference. This is not the way to do it. Actually, you have to download the image. And shortly we will understand what is the advantage of downloading image rather than directly copying the URL. For now, I am copying the URL. Image will work. So I am replacing it here. So I've deleted the previous image URL and replacing it with the new image URL. And the content which is coming on the slider is clearly written here. So this also I want to modify. I want to write here something like this. Slide is regarding the latest mobile launches. And there is a description part. The next line after the title. I click on save and I see whether I get the change that I desire. Oh yes. We can see that the image has been changed, the background image, and the slide content has also changed. However, the image what we have taken is much larger than the slide which is allowing it. That's why we are not able to see the complete picture. Means that there is a size mismatch. My slider aspect ratio and the image aspect ratio is different. We may not even able to get the exact aspect ratio images, and we can't filter that as well. So what can be done? We will have to adjust this image itself. The image which is getting cut, you need to shrink it with height and width. So what can be done? Go into Google and find out HTML code for setting image height and width. So let us search HTML code for image height and width. By looking at an example itself, you'll get an idea. First result. So here, besides the image URL, you can mention the dimensions in this way. So Control C, copy. Right after the image URL, I place it. But I'm not sure what height and width has to be set. But one thing that we can make out is the width is at least 3 times, approximately 3 times than height. We'll start with 100 and see. If height is 100, width should be 300. Okay, so it is saved. Let us see the change. Yeah, now we can see the full image, but the size is too small. So do nothing but increase the dimensions. So what I can do now is, so don't make this mistake of searching here. You'll have to first put your mouse here, then press Ctrl F. The search box has to come here. If you are searching outside this box, it is searching the outer area. So I'm increasing the height by 3x. Better, much better. However, there's still some gap here, and height I can reduce a bit. Let us reduce little bit of height, 8 280. Width will make it 950. There's still some gap. Let us refresh. Yeah, now better. Proper line. So able to see the new image that we have set, perfectly set in the slide. In this way, you'll have to work out with each of the slide. But what if I want to use any image which is there in my system? Let's say that this image I want in the slider. And most of the cases, your clients would be giving you their own images. They will not tell you to take it from internet. So how can we set the images which are there in the desktop? We cannot take the image URL just like that. It is not possible. So what you'll have to do is, for any image present in your computer system, firstly upload that in the post. In order to add an image, we have already seen the option. Where is it? Here. Then you upload option. Okay, upload from your computer. So as you add the image in the backend, that is the HTML view, you will get the image URL code. Maybe a little lengthy, but this is the image URL code. So this one I need to copy. Let us set this image in the slide 2. Okay. So I copy the code. You need not publish this, leave it as it is. It is already saved in draft. Going back to the HTML code of the theme, Control F, within the box, Control F, slide 2. Here I already have an image URL set which I am replacing with my own image URL. Save. Now see, slide 2 image is what is there in your system. You know how to set the height and width. This is the way that you need to work out with the slider for any theme that you may have installed in Blogger. Now, this image what we have taken, directly the JPG URL. Problem is, if the source website deletes the image, it will not work here. That is why I told you, better download the image in your system, then upload this image in the Blogger post, let it remain unpublished. You can still get the image URL code, copy that and place it in the slider code. After that, let the source website delete the image also. We do not bother because we already have a copy of this image within our Blogger itself. When you delete this website, then those images will get deleted. So you have saved it within the website folder. Hope it is clear. So instead of 5, I want 6 slides. So what can be done? Same thing what we did for menu, copy paste. Let us do it for slide 3. Slide 3 code starts very clearly written. So I copy this till the code end. This is where the code ends. So Control C, copy, paste it, Control V, refresh, and now we should be able to see 6 slides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we did copy paste for slide 3. So 3 and 4 has to be same now. But you know how to customize it. Alright. So this is the way. See, anything that we are checking, you have to be very clear with 3 operations. How to add, how to edit, how to delete. Of these 3, delete is the easiest option. Example, I do not want this uncategorized. I want to remove it. Nothing but find out that piece of code and delete it. Control F, uncategorized. See, this is where I can find the menu item uncategorized. So I'm just selecting it and deleting it. Save. You will not be able to find this menu item now. So clear how to add, how to edit, how to delete. Now coming to the next section. The social buttons. Very important one. If you want to engage your audience into social websites, then you need to provide them with the relevant links. However, these links are right now dummy links. They have been pointed to some random page. We want to change that to our own profile page. Alright, we'll have to change this. So somewhere the code must be written, that's why it is appearing there. So find out again. Control F, Twitter, Twitter. See here, if you carefully observe the code, twitter.com code must be there here. Likewise, even for Facebook you can see. Now that you can see for Google Plus. Okay. Similarly, you can see for email. You can mention your email there. LinkedIn. Let us do it for Twitter. Let me take my own profile URL. I will take some URL. Say Subhadeep Nandi. Refresh. Refresh. Now when I click on Twitter, you'll find that respective page opening up whose address we have mentioned. Same way work out with each of the social button links. So this is the way you'll be able to engage your audience even with social networking sites. This is part of SMO, social media optimization, which we'll be discussing in off-page SEO. So this is how the working of the theme is. Then having one more slide on the left side, shrinking the width and all that, we have already discussed that in the previous session. Coming with the last part, the footer. I do not want this line. Most of the themes by default they'll give credit to the source company. I want to remove this totally. Again, there must be code written, find out where it is. Control F. See here. It's written here that you do not have permission to remove or change this. They just write it like that, we can remove it. So I do not want any of this, the entire line I want to delete it. Save. Okay, some error. See, that's why backup is very, very important. We'll go back. We have deleted extra line of code. So let us go back and then open it up. Control F, design. So only delete within the code. Okay, don't take out the syntax codes and all. Now this should work. Now when I refresh, this line should not be visible. Alright, that line got deleted. Instead, you can even change the text rather than entirely deleting it. Okay, hope it is clear now how to work with the private theme. I told you every theme in Blogger, same procedure. You can continue with the post how you have been doing. Alright, then the other things here is settings. If you want to work in a website with a team, say 2-3 posts you want to publish it, another few posts your friend may want to do it, you are maintaining a website in a group. So how can you add multiple authors to the same website? For that you'll find the option here, blog admins and authors. Okay. Invite more authors. So give all the email IDs of the group members, click on send. They will receive a link in their email. They click on it, verify it, then they also will be able to see your Blogger site in their Blogger account. They are going to log in into blogger.com using their email account, and they'll be able to see the blog what you have published. And they can also do the changes what you are doing. So this is the way to add authors. The option is available in settings. Quickly note down. Alright, coming to the next section. There are options which are going to be useful for us during the SEO process. Right now, from design perspective, what is important? We are only seeing that one. Import and export. If your site is doing good, you have already optimized your site, you have put in a lot of hard work, and then you are also getting good visitors flow. It is wise decision to take the backup time to time. First of all, your sites are entirely secured by the Blogger platform, but still nothing is 100% secure. In case some issue happens in Blogger, if you have the backup file, you can restore your website, and even if Blogger goes away, this backup file can be useful for other platforms like WordPress. You can inter-exchange the platform, but for that backup is important. And in order to restore the backup file, you have the import content option. Even to move the entire website from one account to another, these are the options that you need to choose. So when I click on backup, an XML file will get downloaded. So the backup is in XML file only. And when you click on import content, it will ask you for the XML file. Clear? So write down. Alright, so it is clear now how to take the backup and restore the backup file. So take the backup only in case you have done some heavy changes. If you haven't done any changes, then your previous backup file is sufficient. In order to delete a blog, you have the remove your blog option. You click on delete, the entire blog gets deleted. But not to worry, it will be in trash. 90 days you can still restore it. But after 90 days, you will lose everything in the blog, SEO, visitors, revenue, whatever that you have thought of earning, it all become zero. All your hard work going to vain. Maybe you were getting 10th on visitors a day, all dead zero. So never by even mistake click on it, and in case you do it, quickly restore it. Now converting free blogger site to private. Firstly, I want to change free to free. Right now, this is what is my blog address. Reliableinfo9.blogspot.com. I change it to 99.blogspot.com. That's it. My site will not work with the old address now. My new address is 99.com. So this, in a matter of second, you are able to change the website address, which used to take 1 to 2 days long back. Few years back, in order to change a website address, they had to manually configure the new address in the server. To convert a free blogger site to private, it used to take 48 hours. Manually, they had to configure in the server. Now, to make your site converted from free to private, it's a matter of few seconds. And the biggest advantage of converting a free blogger site to private. First of all, what is the difference between free and private? In a free blogger address, you'll be getting blogspot. I want to remove this. I want my site to be like this, very clean and neat. So the site becomes shorter, easy to remember, catchy. But for that, you'll have to first purchase a domain name. So you can register a domain name in any website like godaddy.com. Then you have got neverblue.com, hostgator.com, shoutcoder.com. Like that, so many websites are there from where domain can be purchased. You do not require hosting because Google provides you top end server for lifelong, irrespective of the number of visitors you are getting for your website. This is a huge cost saving, a very good deal. Only you got to maintain the domain name, that's all. Otherwise, in any other platform, if you want to run a private site, you'll have to pay for domain plus you'll have to pay for hosting. Hosting is very expensive. Compared domain is annual charges. Hosting you have to pay every month. It starts with 99 rupees and goes to even multi thousands and lakhs depending upon the server size, depending upon the visitors flow. You have to keep on upgrading it. And if you want a fully secured server with timely backup and with multiple net connections so that never your site is down, you'll have to be ready to pay the premium price. But all these advantages you are already getting it in Blogger without any cost. If you are using the Blogger platform and converting your site free to private. So note down. Converting free Blogger site to private. So application is also free, server is also free. Okay, done. right? So you just have to register a domain name. So how you can register a domain name? Go to any website like godaddy.com. By default, the domains are priced annually. That means every year you will have to pay for the domain renewal. If you fail to pay, then you may lose the website altogether. Very important point here. Because the SEO marks are for the domain name, the SEO marks are for the website. So do not wait for the expiry day. You can renew in advance also. And whichever day that you are renewing, do not think that it will get extended from that day. It will always get extended from the expiry date only. So better to renew in advance. So there is some offer going on a .com domain just for 140 rupees a year, but there's a condition if you purchase it for 3 years. 3-year purchase required, additional years like that. The price will vary with extension. .com price is 139, .in is 149, like that .cloud is 409, .co is 499. Like this is called as an extension. We have got like this altogether 400 extensions, more than 400. From wherever you are purchasing the domain name, that is not important for SEO. You can purchase it from anywhere. Because domain name is after all just an address, representation. For the speed of the website, the hosting has to be good. And we can totally rely on the server provided by the blogger. Likewise, there is WordPress also, that also we would see. But for now, Blogger servers are very, very good. So purchase domain from anywhere, wherever the price is cheaper. But choosing the right extension is very important. Now write down 2 lines of notes on extension. Okay, is there a domain name any website? Let us complete this, then I'll tell you what extension you have to use. So let's say that I purchase here some website address like say stockmarket.com. I do not have any domain to show right now, but let's say stockmarket.com, I've already purchased it. You just have to search here, proceed with the payment, complete the payment, then in your account you'll be able to see the domain name. So let me at least sign in. If not any websites, how does the interface look like? You can see that. So you'll be able to see the list of the domains here. Under each domain, you will be finding DNS option. DNS, domain name server. Every domain will have that option, whether you purchase it in GoDaddy, you purchase it in BigRock, you purchase it in any other website. Under DNS, you will have to set the code as it is shown in the Blogger setting. See what I'm doing now. I click on custom domain and I mention the website address here, whatever that I purchased. Example, stockmarket.com. Save. So here these codes have to be changed. Under DNS, you will find 2 CNAME records. Let me zoom this. One CNAME record will be www. You don't have to do anything to www, but besides that, there will be some value, destination value. Replace that value with Google hosting server, that is ghs.google.com. So what are you going to do? Under domain, you will find DNS. Under DNS, if you go, you will find CNAMEs. First CNAME, you will find www value. Left side will be www, right side will be some address will be there. You delete that address and put ghs.google.com in that place. Same way, second CNAME record will be like this. If like this record is not there, you will find one option there, add CNAME record. Click on that. In the left box, put this value. In the right box, under the destination, put this value. There are a lot of videos also in the YouTube, you can refer that. And after you have purchased the domain name, you will be able to make out yourself easily. In case you are stuck anywhere, you can just send me the screenshot on WhatsApp, I'll help you out. It's very simple setting. Once you have set those records, click on save here, and in a matter of few seconds your site will work as a private site. I don't have this domain, that's why it will not work now. So in few seconds you are able to maintain a private website with all the features what a site could have, a designed site could have, static site. And there are few extensions which you may get it only for 100 rupees a year. So in order to practice you can take that. But from SEO perspective, extensions which are important, firstly write down this point. So even post this conversion, you can continue to publish post and do editing and everything just like Blogger. How you have been doing the changes in the Blogger after logging in, like that only you have to do it. Automatically those changes will get reflected in the private domain only. What happens to the old website address then? You can open old website address also, the blogspot.com, whatever that you created. That will get automatically redirected to the new one. So at any point of time, do not ever worry that you are already getting lot of visitors to the old website address. How will they know about your new website address? Even if you enter the old website address, it will automatically get redirected to the new one. So we are not going to lose even a single visitor. Now coming to the important note. Extensions play a vital role in SEO. By default, for global ranking, .com is best. Note it up. Alright, so what this point means is that if you are aiming for a global topic, example, seven wonders of the world, where you are expecting the visitors to come from every corner of the world, then choose a .com extension, because .com extensions are given the highest priority when it comes to global ranking, followed by .org, then .info, then .biz. Beyond .biz, if you choose any extension, you will require extraordinary marks in SEO in order to stand on the top. With the .com, even little less marks, because the priority is high, you will be performing better than your peers. But for ranking within a country, let's say you have chosen a local topic, PNR status, where you are expecting the searches to happen only within India, then .in is better than even .com. You can always keep this example in mind. Red bus, is it .com or .in? It is .in. Because his business is only specific to the country. But it talk about make my trip, it is .com, because it is a global business. Local, international flights, and there are properties even outside India what he has hosted. So firstly decide whether your keyword is local in nature or global. If it is global, go for .com. If it is local, go for .in. Then ranking would become little easier. With this note, I end today's session. So hope all the concepts are clear. Any questions or doubts, you can use the chat window or the audio control. Tomorrow again, same time, same link. Over to you now. I did not attend previous sessions, Vijay. So I've only taken the introduction, Vijay. Maybe the first class of blogger is what you have missed is important. I will provide you with the video recording. Just go through it. You have any doubts, then please ask me.